by good quality education and producing good human being for the society. Schools are also have tremendous responsibility to develop good moral character and good citizen of the country. When you look at current election, we see this much have this money, this much have so much criminal records. It gives a very sad feeling that people, those who matter in the country's affair, have no good moral conduct, or people, those who go and decide for the country's policy, may not have a clean record. It only says that the country has failed to have produced good human being. We all know when India got independence, there were 33 crores of people and life expectancy was 33 years. Today in 2013, the life expectancy at birth for the ladies is 67 years, for the gents is 65 years. Very soon, in next 10 years time, our life expectancy will go up to 75 years. But the question is that, are we living a healthy life? What is healthy life? WHO defined healthy life is complete physical, mental, social and spiritual well-being. And then next sentence say, it is not mere absence of disease or disability. So what is good health? Complete physical, mental, social and spiritual being, not mere absence of disease and disability. If we take this WHO definition of good health, I have started believing for last decade or so that we are all sick people. The mother earth, the planet earth is having 6 billion children which are sick either physically or mentally or socially or spiritually. No education center give all aspect of a good health. When I was hearing the speeches before me, it was told that Saraswati Sishu Vidya Mandira is for the overall development of a child, his personality, his spiritualism, his character and his education. If that is the goal, that means somewhere this group of institutions, schools are delivering the education which is necessary to have a perfect or good human being with nice, decent human character. So as a teacher, we have tremendous responsibility mentoring the student and making a good human being. What they become in future, their destiny, their dedication, their sincerity will take them. If I look back my high school days and school days and college days, I don't know whether good mark is an indicator of a good human being. I don't believe that. I always believed an average human being with good humanity is far better than a brilliant student and bad characters. It doesn't match. A bad human being cannot be anything good. So the teacher should have only one motive to produce a good human being, then only he can be a good student. Coming to the student, our students are now started thinking that we know everything. For a good student, he should have respect for his seniors, respect for his teachers, respect for his parents. Our Hinduism says that when you get up in the morning, first respect or pranam karna parents ko. We have given up our culture in the name of development, in the name of modernization. We have murdered our culture of Hinduism. What was not happened, what did not happen in 10,000 years of humanity in the mother earth has happened in 50 years. Believe or not, the entire human character, entire human culture and everything is disappearing very fast. If you talk to the UNESCO, they say 500 languages are disappearing from the earth every year. 500 languages are disappearing from the earth every year. If you look at the 1962, there was 1200 languages in India and there are more than 150 scripts in India. Today if you look at Indian languages, from 1200 languages it has just come to 120 languages and less than 50 scripts in India. If this type of development goes on in the name of development and modernization, time will come we will not forget our own language. whether it's mother tongue Odia or Bengali or something. So we all know that our generation staying abroad will not be able to speak Odia, and they will not able to read or write a sentence in Odia. So question is that this is how the cultures and the language are disappearing from the earth every year. And students have started thinking the schools are superfluous, the teachers are old ideas, they do not know computer, they do not know internet, they don't have this management, they do not website management. It's not true. Even the medical student and postgraduate student requires teacher. No book, no video, no audio is good enough to teach a student. Virtual classroom cannot give you the personal feeling and touch of a teacher. I always go to Indira Gandhi Open University. They say they have produced 60 million students across the world. I ask them, where do you have eye contact? Where do you have personal touch between teacher and student? When do you feel proud for your student? When the teacher feel proud of the student? When the student think, I have seen my old teacher, I salute them, I respect them. Can an open university can give what a student want? Can he have the character building sitting 3000 kilo? If the Indira Gandhi Open University is at Delhi and he have to teach somebody in Trivandrum, how can he do it? How can we teachers? You look at the Gurukula ashram, it is not only the schools. The children were kept in the ashram for moral character, spend years and years following the Guru's ideas, character. So the question is that, even Lord Krishna and Ram had gone to Vasishta's ashram. So the question is that building a character cannot be done by open universities, by sitting at your own houses and taking lessons by distant learning. So I believe a classroom like education, the formal education what has been going on for hundreds of years, is necessary for educating, building character and producing good human being. Lastly, that health is an important aspect of everybody. It is my request to the parents. We are having 6 children. Today only our second MBBS batch student were analyzing their health statistics. We have now 200 students, 150 MBBS student and 60 nursing student. I was sad to know that 50% of them are high blood pressure. Around 65% have overweight. 50% MBBS and nursing students are depressed, and they have sleep disorders. If a person doesn't sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, whatever he becomes, he will have full of diseases. A machine like the human body requires 6 to 8 hours of complete rest, believe it or not. Our students are smoking, they are drinking cups after cups of coffee, and parents are instrumental in providing coffee till 2 o'clock night or early morning. You keep on reading, the teachers and students and the parents, what has happened? We encourage a student to read throughout the night to get good mark. Is it that what we interested? We all know without good sleep, a good health is impossible. It leads to depression, it leads to anxiety, it leads to high blood pressure, it leads to overweight. A good sleep for 6 to 8 hours is absolutely necessary for good health. We say, Sarira Madhyam Khalo Dharma Sadhanam. What is the degree is going to do if a child is going to be hypertensive and a brain hemorrhage at age of 30 years? I, as a neurosurgeon, see every day 50 to 60 patients in my OPD. It is sad that people at 25, 30 and 40 years of age which coming brain hemorrhage. You will be surprised to know several students in IIT Kharagpur and recently MTech student in IIT Kanpur died of heart attack at age of 25. I also tell you, I have seen my friends, children. One of the child of my friend, MBBS doctor, his child is 110 kg weight. He developed in October brain hemorrhage at age of 25 as a MBA student. His blood pressure at time of brain hemorrhage was 250 by 150. 250. Yes, we are pushing our children to the death. We are pushing by making them competitive, by providing them coffee to read up to 2 o'clock in the early morning. They don't sleep. They get up in a state where no concentration. We analyze, for my surprise, the today morning 8 to 9 lecture by the students say that 25% of children, those who come to class in MBBS classes, do not concentrate class because they have not slept up to 2 am, and our class started at 7 am. So if they have to get up at 6:45 and attend the class at 7 or 8 o'clock, how can they concentrate? They did not sleep till 2 am. Throughout the night they are just looking at the book. The question is that who is responsible? Who is responsible? I have seen parents getting depressed because the child got 95%, the expectation was 97%. Is it the fact that you and your children get depressed that because instead of 97% he has got 95%? It's very sad story. Very, very sad. Our parents are pushing our children to 6 stages, mentally and physically. They give them junk food, they give them stress, they give an emotional imbalanced state, they provide cups and cups coffee to read in the overnight, and when they go to the class, they are not able to concentrate, they are vomiting, they are vertigo. Neither the teacher nor the student have the courage to tell the parents, it is rubbish, I don't want to read up to 2 o'clock. I read up to 10 o'clock, sleep at 10 o'clock, get out at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, read for 2 hours, go school. How many parents do that? In the moral character building, parents and teacher are considered the father. The Hinduism say 5. Physical father, Janmadata Pita. Second father, Mantradata Pita. Third father, Jnanadata Pita. Then Arnadata Pita. The king. In the olden days, kings used to give the food. So in Hinduism, we consider 5 different people as our parents, father. None of us have tremendous, none of us desire that our children, let them have average mark, but have good health. That is why Upanishad says, Sariram Madhyam Phaladharma Sadhanam. The health is fast, and through the body, through a good health, you can do only dharma. And how can you have dharma or karma or education? My father's younger brother died at 57 years of age with heart attack. He was a hypertensive, he was a diabetic, he has retinal hemorrhage. In my family, in 2006, 6 people had brain hemorrhage. 2006, 6 people had a brain hemorrhage. My brothers and sisters, their children at age 15 years to 20 years, they are high blood pressure patients. This is what you want? I shout at my brothers, what you have done? What you have done? Your child has become engineer. So what? He will have a heart attack at 40, 30 years of age. Is it what you are doing to want? I have only plea to the parents, do not push your children to sickness. And we are responsible. We the parents, teachers and doctors are responsible for sick society. If I understood what that is, I am started telling a slogan from AIMS Bhubaneswar, Thile thau pache tonka oparo, swasthya nathile sabu bekar. What do you mean? What is the meaning of rasgulla to a diabetic patient? What is the meaning of a good food for a man who is 100 kg weight? Day before yesterday, a 25 years man came to me whose father was calling a hospital, 60 years. He has retired last year. His blood pressure was 150/100. He had brain hemorrhage. The son was very distressed and came to me, sir, what should I do? I said, sit down. I just tell, are you okay? He said, I am okay. I said, what is your weight? 86 kg. I said, are you okay? He said, I am so. I said, what is your blood pressure? I am okay, sir. I took the sister and take the blood pressure. It is 180/110. He doesn't know. The 25 years man who is worried for his father's blood pressure doesn't know his own blood pressure, which is 180/110. In America, with 150/90 blood pressure, 10% every year die of heart attack and 10% out of 100 hypertension die. That means if a person has only borderline high blood pressure of 150/90, 10 out of 100 will die every year. If a person has both diabetes and blood pressure, twin sisters, like Chandamunda, Sambhani Sambhu, the twin sisters,